Hello and welcome to my demonstration on using quick leaders. Right now I'm looking at a drawing that has no annotations on it, and what I want to use is some quick leaders to put text and locate exact objects on my detail. So I'm going to use quick leader for that. I have a hand-drawn sketch from an engineer, and I want to include his notes on this junction box and a light. So keyboard entrance for quick leader is QLE, and you can see on the command line AutoCAD now has the ability to anticipate what you want to enter. So I quick leader, hit enter, and this is going to use the dimension style settings. So I'll show you what the settings dialog box looks like. S for settings, hit enter. So I can control my quick leader. I have the ability to control my annotation, so I want it to have M text, and it can prompt me for the width. I can always left justify, put a frame around the text if I want. I have the option to reuse my annotations. The next box is the leader line and the arrow, so I can have a straight line, a curvy spline, and the number of points, so I can control how many points I have with my mouse. You can also control what the arrowhead is going to look like. So if I look in the dialog box, I have all the settings from the dimension tool for arrowheads. Common practice is close-filled arrowheads. I do have the ability to constrain the angles. It's not very common that you would do this. For my M text, I can control if it's middle on the top line and middle on the left side or the right side for how the text is adjusted. It depends on the company that you would be working for. Some companies are very common to have middle on the top and on the left side and the right side. I have seen middle of the bottom line on the left and middle of the top line on the right. It just depends on the drafting standards of the companies. So everything looks good here. I hit OK, and I look at my command line, specify first point. So I'm going to pick this wire right here, and I'm going to turn off ortho so I can get angled lines. So I picked first point to start, second point. It does allow me to pick a third point. If I hit enter, AutoCAD will make the landing the same text, same length as my text. So the next prompt is text width. This I'm going to hit enter, and this lets me enter text without a width, and it'll just keep letting me enter in an M text box. So right now I can enter the text and see it on the command line. If I hit enter again, it's going to open up the multi-line text editor, and now I can type in ground wires. Some pretty rough typing there. Hit enter, gives me the second line. I don't have two lines for this text. I hit close text editor, and that completes that. I'm going to draw another quick leader. So QLE is the shortcut. What I want to do is I want to put a quick leader on this piece of pipe right here. So pick the first point, pick the second point. I can hit enter, enter, enter. Now I can enter the text. I'm just entering pieces of text from the engineer's notes. Hit close text editor, and there's my two examples of quick leaders. So as I complete my drawing, I might need to change where the position of this text is, and one of the features of quick leaders, I can use grips. So if I select this text, move it to a new position, the arrowhead and the leader line moves with it, and that's a huge time saver. This prevents me from having to draw lines and arrows separately from the text. These are combined objects. So I can take this and I can move it anywhere, and the leader line will go with it. big time saver there. So having a few quick leaders drawn already, another advantage with them is they're objects on the drawing. I can copy them. So I'm going to copy this to the other side. So with a quick leader, I can mirror this, change where the arrow is pointing with the grips, and I can edit the text. So I'm going to use an existing leader line and change it to be modified to what I want. I'm trying to make that 2 lines of text with closed text editor. So I took an existing object, mirrored it, and put it in position for a new leader line. And now I can change its position so it's a little bit closer to my detail. If I need to change my arrowhead to be something else, so I'm pointing to a cable here. So what I can do is I can look at this leader line. I can select that, and I can go to Properties, and in the lines and arrows, I can change this to be an open blank, or dot blank. And that's a pretty good use for indicating a cable or a wire. You might be able to use that on floor plans for pipes and conduits. So this one is different than the other two, and if I wanted to use match properties, I could change this back to an arrow or change this one to be into a circular shape. What I can show you on the screen now is another very good use of quick leaders. So for electrical drawings, we have to show home run arrows, and if I type in the command quick leader, I'm going to go to settings. What I can do in my leader settings is I can say that there's going to be no annotation type to be attached. Hit none. I'm going to go to my leader line and arrow, change it to be 2 points, hit OK, and then pick 2 points. I'm going to turn on ortho. This is an object that can be positioned on my drawing anywhere I want, and this can indicate the direction of flow, can be used for home run arrows. And it's a really easy way of drawing a line with an arrowhead attached to it. So this is the quick lesson on quick leader. First off, you want to look at changing your settings, making sure your settings are how you want. Then you can, once your settings are established, start putting leaders for your construction notes or drawing notes on your drawing. Position them around, copy them, mirror them, move them with grips, and it's a really effective way of having clean, legible drawings and using intelligent objects within the software. Hope you enjoyed the lesson and hope to help you on other projects. Thanks.